Hello, welcome back. Hello guys, good to see you. Good to see all four of you. Welcome back to the penultimate race of this horrific season we've had. Welcome to Brazil. God, I love this track so much. So much history. It flows so well. If you link it up and put a good lap together, if the car's on form, it's the most fun you can have on this game, I think, this track. So, welcome to Interlagos, home to so many amazing moments in history. Just about staying dry today, which is going to be vital for our current form. If you didn't see the last race, where have you been? Mexico, that was my favourite race that I've played this season on this game, on this channel. It was really rewarding and it came from nowhere. Link above if you haven't seen it, check it out. If you have seen it, a good context as to where we are. We've got 2 races left, this one, then Abu Dhabi. We've had a nice boost of points from the last race, but we come into this race still with the expectation of building on it and coming out of this season with something to show. So qualifying 12th, yeah, pretty difficult. I've lost my headphone. Twat. Qualifying was a bit of a nightmare. I was just thinking, I've not actually made any mess up so far. Qualifying was really difficult because in the practice programme, as you'll see above, we were competitive as hell. Changed it to my own Canada setup, which is quite a nippy but very understeery setup. Worked really well. They expected me to put it on par, as you can see by the practice programmes on my own setup compared to the second it gave me in the increased top speed setup. In the qualifying, drove as hard as I could and didn't make Q3. So Gasly, on the other hand, has smashed me to bits today and has put it in. It's 8th or 9th he's put it in, so he's top 10. I wonder if we can close on it today. It's a tricky circuit to overtake. It's pretty tight. It's pretty narrow. The AI cars are so unforgiving as well. They don't give you an inch. They don't seem to take penalties in the same way or damage in the same way. So woe is me. So we're gonna have a tough race if we want some points today. I'm feeling confident because I love this track and I know it really well. I know where the limits are. Limits are pretty tight, but you do have to push your luck rather than what feels a bit more like an unlucky turn of events. You have to physically, push your luck to get the penalties, especially on this first downhill chicane, turns 1 and 2. You've got to be pretty in there to keep it sweet, otherwise you're in trouble. So, which is the case anyway. So guys, without further ado, welcome back. Round 21. Round 21, Brazil. Still desperate, but feeling way more confident. Let's go. Right guys, strategy-wise, whoa, okay. Strategy-wise, yeah, I didn't expect that. Hard, soft, hard, medium. That's interesting because we're going to be pretty slow off the start. This first stint's going to be pretty slow. Gasly's obviously going to be on the soft, so he's going to get away. We've really got to beat him today because we've only just overtaken him in the standings. We've got to beat this guy today. We've got to get these points. He's going to get points unless he has a failure or an incident. He is going to be in the points. So yeah, hard and soft. I'm not going to mess with it because we're on our own setup and the car is a little bit harder to handle with lack of downforce than maybe a more balanced setup that they give you. So we're going to roll with that. I'm not going to make a fuss. I'm not going to ramble on about it, sort of thing. 42 minutes, hard tyres. Okay, I'll see you in the race.
monitoring somewhere on the ICE, be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. The energy store is approaching its wear limit. We will be forced to retire if we're not careful. Make sure to discharge your battery properly. We're trailing our teammate by 3.9 seconds. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Okay, gap ahead is 3.3 seconds. to car in front is 4.9 seconds. We think the car behind might be struggling with fuel issues. See if you can increase the gap. The gap to the car ahead is 5.6 seconds. To the car in front is 6.3 seconds. seconds.
Yeah, we gather. Albon's still behind though, making his day a little bit worse in the process. Early turn in there, sort of scrubbed the speed a little bit quicker than I expected, and
Pierre is in the pits.
Pierre goes in, so it's pit stop time then for a lot of people, I think. Albon's still behind, everybody else is going in. This is where it starts to get a bit more interesting, because then you kind of work out where you are before we stop, and I would presume, pretty confident everybody's on a one stop. Deserve that.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
See, that's why I normally change up early to 6th on that section, because I tend to lock up in 5th. Definitely a sloppy show from me so far today. Sitting pretty intent though before we stop. Kind of have to wonder where we're going to come out, don't you?
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Can we go another race without a penalty? That is the big question. I do love this track. It just flows, it's got everything, this track. It flows so well and is a challenge, and it's pretty fast at the same time. One of the old school.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Okay, for now then. Still a long way from 9th.
Gap to car in front is 5.1 seconds.
Albon still can't catch us. Mind you, he must have pitted. He must be on the softs then. I really can't work out what people are doing. He goes 6th. Hamilton ahead. He's likely to stay there and pull away. Wide there. Crikey. That's not helped us, has it? Big mistake there. Just got a tank slapper on after, I think I touched the curb on the entrance and never recovered. That is a sure sign that this car is getting away from me a little bit, or these tyres are anyway. We hit that 15. Leclerc coming up just in front. Not really racing him, but no, I can't help myself. We do owe him one from Monza. Not that's my intention, obviously. We always come off worse. I've learned that.
The car ahead of you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
I wonder where Gasly is right now. Give the battery a try for a minute. That'll do.
Keep pushing. The car behind can't keep up with the pace. We think they're struggling with fuel.
If only the...
Yellow flag.
Hello. What's the issue?
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Crikey. What's Leclerc doing there? I saw a car off the track and
Green flag.
Leclerc just came to a stop as well. And I had no time to react. Thinking I was going to get done for an illegal overtake, and we sit somewhat perplexed in third, albeit only for a minute.
The gap to the car ahead.
What happened there? I can't wait to see that on the replay. I don't know what happened there. Stroll's going to come in. Yeah, he's in. Hamilton's been in, and he's got a nice big gap. But again, it's irrelevant because we have to go in. I just wonder when. I'm beginning to get concerned about the tyre condition. As I pull out once again. Try and keep myself in the limits. Got some pretty quick guys behind us though, and nobody seems to be giving us any bother. Which is awesome on these old hard tyres. Just delicate touch on the throttle for a minute. How I didn't spin earlier on, I don't know how I kept that, and we seem to come to minimal harm apart from time loss. Got a bit lucky there, I think. 6 seconds to Verstappen there. Leclerc's
Okay, you're dropping a few tenths per lap to the car ahead. They're edging away.
to be expected, mate. I just can't get that line right today, but it's just because I want to keep it safe and in the limits. I just cannot explain what happened to Leclerc. What did happen to Leclerc? Why he stopped so suddenly in that yellow flag and we got away with passing.
You've been awarded a time penalty
That is
for that
savage.
last incident.
That is savage. Don't start. Don't start. Well, there it is, guys. We got halfway. We'll see how it affects us later on, but experience would tell us that even a 3-second penalty, a single 3-second penalty on its own is enough to put you out the points. And although I'm sat in second, loving life,
We're
it's
leading our teammate by 9.3 seconds.
yeah, it's interesting at the moment because again we are second, and we have to have a stop, and we've already got a gap. If we had stopped, then we'd be thinking, okay, we can live with third because we've got a 5-second gap, but Verstappen's on the softs as well, so I'm really confused today about what's going on and where it leaves us. Interesting little race we've got going on. tiny bit more battery for a second. See what happens. Still got loads of fuel.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
I was feeling confident we were going to avoid penalties again after Mexico, but crashed down to reality. Hopefully we're rapid on the soft tyres. We're going to need to be, I think, if we want some points. Leaning again. Just can't seem to sit up straight on this game. Still second though. Pretty buzzing. Leclerc just can't seem to find an overtaking him either. It's really surprising. This is hard to brand new and ours are 21 laps old. It's surprising that, isn't it? Unless he's got a problem himself, that's why he slowed down, but also quite strange to see a car crash out like he did, whoever it was, Bottas, and just a yellow flag for it. Normally get a safety car because, well, no reason. Just because. That's a long gear. So a bit more battery there, just on this back straight. Kind of straight.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
Fastest third sector, that is really strange on these battered old tyres. On this plucky little Alpha Tauri. Reckon we can sneak in some fastest laps on the soft tyres in a minute though, guys, it'd be cool. Kind of need to as well with that penalty, don't we? Slippery again. Yeah, can't touch that curb. I'm thinking. We're in trouble now. Oh, so I'll time the box as well. Go on then. Yeah, I'm not passing that opportunity, as it were.
Go.
Cool.
You'll be racing on the exit. Go.
Not slipping up the points though. We've got it all to do, guys, if we want some points this race. 13 laps to go. On the hards, hopefully we're rapid. Verstappen's still behind. I wonder, I have no idea, guys, how this is going to go, this race now. I do love the soft tyres with this setup. Calm down.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
Do your best, buddy. Cool, fastest for second sector there. See some cars. Some cars that are in the points as well.
Gap to teammate ahead is 9.3 seconds. Okay,
Gasly must be doing right for himself today.
2.0 seconds.
I've got to go like I haven't gone before, I think. Especially with 3 seconds to add. Coffee was awesome. Just awesome. How strange to catch the points up like this, you know? Not seen it before this season. Getting past is a different story though, isn't it? Make a start though, shall we? More DRS for a change. Sweet, fastest lap as well. Try not to touch him there. Tries everything to pull out of that. Can't believe how slow they are. What's this about then? DRS train though. I'll go around the outside if we have to.
We've been awarded a time penalty.
Oh, come on.
Finishing time at the end of the race.
You can't race without you know, getting in trouble. What a race in there, you know? Don't really see it as an advantage game there. It's killed the points, isn't it? Again, look forward to seeing that on the replay.
Pierre is in for his stop.
Oh, okay, so Pierre's going back in. Didn't need to do that at all. I'm so bad. What am I doing? Right, 10 laps. 6 seconds. Damage.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
It's so hard to outbrake one car in a train, isn't it? Because you just find yourself in the bloody midst of it. I think we can live with this damage. Christ, sort yourself out, Reg. Come on, man. I'm making it look hard today, guys. I do apologise. Again, you learn from your mistakes, use flashbacks and go, yeah, what did I get? I'll hold back. I'll brake a little bit earlier. If I make a stupid split-second decision in this game, as you know, nothing I can do about it. I've got to kind of live with the consequences, and I like that about it, but just think about, with flashbacks, we'd probably be top 5 in the Drivers' Championship, I expect.
Okay, clear.
Put all the penalties and mistakes into consideration. Yellow flag.
Safety car. No overtaking.
Out.
Reduce your
Oh
pace.
my goodness
Keep your delta
me.
number positive as we form up. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
What a race. Safety car. We're going for a wing. No, we shouldn't really. Nine laps. Trouble is, guys, another late break from me there. Now that we've bunched the pack up with a safety car, we are going to be last at the end. I mean, without the safety car, that penalty racing against Stroll there was completely unjustified in my book. Which has killed the race for us a little bit. Yeah, let me know in the comments, because I'm just kind of seething about that. You know, when you've got nowhere to go and you're in a sort of wheel to wheel with another car and you hit the curb and, you know, you get a penalty for it, what are you supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to not race? It's not like I made a move like I did to get this damage here. That was a stupid move, but with Stroll, it was just a case of, yeah, I'd given no space and enough to get us a penalty. We didn't even get didn't even gain the position really. I don't think, did we? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, we obviously did, but this whole race, I'm so confused by it. The strategy, that penalty decision. So what can we do on the restart? Such a late safety car, it's hard to see a good result coming our way, but I mean, you know, if we didn't get that penalty against Stroll there, I wouldn't be so worried about 3 seconds, because you can kind of sixth, you know, top 10 is kind of still possible after a safety car, but 6 seconds, 6 seconds is yeah, a little bit harder to live with. And the strategies put us in 6th place, so I'll give them that. And the fastest lap.
Gap to teammate behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in 11th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 32.1. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
We've got it all to do. Don't go anywhere.
Green flag.
We've got some work to do, guys. Let's go. Whoa! That was a back marker, was it? Yeah.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
I was full lock. I was full lock. Whoa. Stroll gets his revenge. Well, he needed to, of course. Yeah. What a shame. What a way to finish. It's a real shame. It could have been a really good finish for us today. But my greed got the better of me, and we got a bit unlucky as well. So just can't. There's our one. Gasly as well. Can't compete with this damage, can we? No point pitting on there is a point pitting. There he goes.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
No mention of pitting then, mate. How quickly things can turn, eh?
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
What a waste. What a waste of a race. What a waste. It's my own fault. My own fault this time. Don't change the wheels. Don't need to change the tyres though.
Go now.
Right. Let's get it home. Obviously what becomes clear as well, going into the last race, where it literally all matters, this car feels wicked again, is I'm going to have to update some components of the engine again and take some penalties. So we're on the back foot in the next race as well. You don't want to miss that. The last race of the season. Followed by news of where we end up. God knows where. Williams if we're lucky. Maybe Red Bull see the potential in us and it just becomes a bit of a time trial at the end now, doesn't it? We're a bit gutted if I didn't have fastest lap, put it that way. 2 sets of softs, 2 wings. Still, the grip is never guaranteed. I don't know how I've let this race slip me by a little bit, you know.
9 seconds.
The turning point being having a fight with Stroll and coming off with a penalty. You know, give me a warning and I'll give the place back if it's that much of a problem, but slam a penalty on me for it. I know it's not just slam, obviously it's an accumulation of warnings, but you know, where'd you go? I don't understand if you know, I'm supposed to take him out and stay within the limits and take us both out of the race, or baffling. Baffling. Going for coffee. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Yay. Was I pull out of that? You see, I just made that small adjustment and pulled out of that line, and absolute split-second decision again, and it puts you into trouble. There's no trouble there, but it was a sloppy decision. Gutted. This was potentially as good an opportunity, well, definitely as Mexico, and Imola's up there with the pole position that we had, and couldn't convert that either, could we? So I don't think Gasly's in the points though, so there is that. Forget the constructors, mate. It's all about beating him. Whoa. Fascinating race though, because it could have gone anyway, and it's gone, well, the classic way.
This is your final lap.
But
Final lap of the race.
So, ERS issues. I've had real life iPhone issues as well. I apologise.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And another really controversial track limits warning or penalty. Please, I'm going to watch it back. I can't wait to see this race, watching it back, because I don't like to waste your time by evaluating it because you've seen it, but
Okay, gap ahead is 3.6 seconds.
you get an idea as to, sometimes you watch it and go, oh, what's that limp mode again? Yeah, we let down today.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That was crap. To be honest, I feel like I let myself down, but the thing is, they had a weird strategy going on. Really controversial decision, I think. And yeah, we just couldn't make the most of it today. Ultimately didn't drive that well, I don't think, but thinking we could do something after Mexico as well. And yeah, look forward to watching that one back, because I have no idea. That helmet is sick. He kept visors down, he's obviously like that. What's going on? Don't look at me. Yeah, we were competitive, guys, and unfortunately I didn't capitalise, and for that I apologise. Yeah. Thank you ever so much for watching though. Join me for the last race of the season. The next race, Abu Dhabi, the season finale, where we've got it all to do. We're going to be hit with some, I can see it coming, we're going to be hit with some grid penalties on account of that ERS battery situation. We've got to do something though, because it's our last chance to impress Red Bull, isn't it? And then after that, you'll see where we end up, and I've no idea yet. We might even make our own team. Let me know in the comments. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Gasly got 10th, so we've got a point. 15th and 16th in the standings, which is quite interesting because I haven't finished most of the races, as you know. He has, but the car is obviously that's where we should be, and we finished about 3 out of the last 20 races, and we're still ahead. So, all thanks to Mexico. Constructors, yeah, still 8th. We're not going to catch that, I don't think. The Haas are just too good. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. Join us in the next one. Plenty more to come when the season's over. If you're enjoying it, give it a like. Notifications for every race, every video. And yeah, leave me a comment. What was that decision? Was it a tough call? Was it a bit of a harsh call on that last penalty there? Or the Stroll penalty, as I call it, Strollgate? Let me know. Subscribe, share. Thank you guys. See you in Abu Dhabi. See you there.